Hi Sean. 3 goals, 3 points, clean sheet, finally getting that complete performance you've been asking for.
Yeah, I don't. Other than the scorelines, I think there's been a few complete performances. I've been talking about it, but obviously, it doesn't have the same strength when you don't win. So I'm very pleased for the players, and I'm not saying it's a complete performance, but it's certainly a very good one, and certainly a winning performance. That's a given, I think, on that level of performance. And the pleasing thing for me is the calmness of the players to take the game on again. You know, question marks start getting had when you create so many chances, you don't score. So it's pleased to stay calm, deliver another very good performance, and of course get the goals to reward the fans, the players first, but the fans as well for their support.
Were there signs of that changing the storm that you spoke of this week?
The signs have been there all season. It's not a sign of just in training. You know, the very first game of the season, we dominated proceedings, dominated chances, didn't win. So the signs have been there. We've won 3 out of 4 now. You know, so therefore the mentality is a reward for the work. The mentality of the group consistently performing, adding the details in, which I speak about endlessly, both boxes. Spoke about it again today to the players that, you know, both ends of the pitch have to be the detailed part. And I thought the general will and demand of the group to make sure that was right today was very pleasing.
How important was it to put those smiles on the faces of everyone involved just before the international break?
I don't think it's just before the international break. It's about winning. And, you know, the more you win, the more people smile.
And finally, Mathew and Dyche came in late. What did you make of his performance?
I thought him and Jimmy were very good. I think Jimmy's been playing very well anyway. They're both young players. They're both learning. We want them to learn. We push them to learn. I think them too. I thought Jack Harrison was very good today, and he was carrying a bit of a niggly hamstring, almost that worrying one. Was it right to play? Was it right not to? But he said, no, I want to play. I thought he was very good. 2 centre halves are very good. There's a lot. Dom will get fitter and sharper, as he showed in patches today. Duke's live. You know, there's so many good performances. You know, I'm really pleased for the group, because the difference is when we win, the noise changes. You know, and they were very good against Luton, in my opinion. You know, so I have to see through some of the noise. As I speak about it all the time, because it's important to remind the players of the good performances, but also remind them good performances mean nothing unless you win. You carry on performing well all season, but if you're not winning, people lose faith in the good performances. That just rubber stamps another good performance by getting the win, and another dominant performance. I mean, it's fair to speak about XG when you know you win. 25 efforts today, 23 in the last game. XG like 3+. The XG is as high as it's ever been in the last number of years here, 8 years, I think. So the signs have been there, but now you've got to capitalise on it. You can't just keep waiting for it to happen. And today we didn't wait for it to happen. We stepped on and made it happen, and that's got to be a mindset that continues. Not easy, but that's what we want to grow. That's what we want to keep growing with. Sorry.
Was Mathew on the bench originally for tactical reasons?
Yeah, we made a decision on the margins are fine. At the end of the day, we've got, you know, with Amma, with Ganna, with Jimmy in there, with Duke in there. I think they're 4 very good players. Obviously, Jimmy and Amma are learning as they go. Ganna's got that bit more experience.
Hi, Sean.
Hiya.
What has that done to the morale in the dressing room? What have you said to the players after that?
Yeah, morale's been pretty good. I mean, you know, we question the players, want them to give the final details. We push them for that. But of course, it enhances it. You know, it enhances it when players deliver good performance. It enhances it amongst the whole group, the feel-good factor of the group, of course, and all the work they put in. You know, they go away, various people go away for different reasons, internationals and all that sort of stuff, but they go away knowing we've just won 3 out of 4. You know, so the reward of playing has to be something, not just the grandeur of it, the feel like the inner reward, which is a group of people all knows it's one in the right direction to win games, and that's a great feeling when you can encapsulate that in a performance, and I thought that was on show today.
As you said, I mean, it's important for the fans as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they've been terrific. You know, I've never questioned them since I've been here, because since I've been here, they've been excellent. They stand by it. You know, they get annoyed when we don't win, rightly so, because they're probably frustrated by the way. They've seen the home games before. There's like, you know, I'm in these parts quite a lot now, and I see a lot of people, and you know, they're frustrated because they're going, we keep playing well, but we can't win. You know, and we're not turning these good performances into wins. Well, there's good signs that we are. 3 out of 4. Tough games for different reasons, and all of a sudden you're showing signs that you are turning them performances into wins. Now, of course, there's loads of work to do. I mentioned at the end of last season, there is loads of work to be done here, bigger picture work and smaller picture work. But it's signs. It keeps, you know, there's more signs, there's more energy to it when you're winning games, and everyone believes just that little bit more, and we've got to keep stepping on and keep confirming to each other and to the fans, that look, we are going forwards. We have to just keep inching away at it, because it's hard to make massive strides. Most teams, not all, but most teams that make huge strides often put loads of money into a team. We clearly haven't had the option to do that. We've tried to balance the numbers, tried to make it work, but equally that inner demand and tried to increase that. And there's signs of it. It's only signs of it, but there are strong signs of it.
Obviously, Jack Harrison's a hard worker, but I mean, that moment of quality, is that one of the reasons that you wanted to bring him in?
Yeah, his stats have been good down the years. We know he's got quality. It's not just about his work ethic, which is very important, by the way, but he's effervescent, how he wants to train, how he wants to play, and he really takes it on. And he's got that on-ball bravery that we search for in teams and in players, and I think he enjoyed his performance today, and rightly so.
And composure when the ball came to him, he didn't stop it.
No, it's a fine finish. I'll see if he can do it again in training.
Sean,
It'll be interesting.
You mentioned James Garner there. I mean, he does seem as though he can run a game from that position. I mean, he's been influential in a few of the games, but takes.
Yeah, he's learning. I know he's will and desire to break up the game, but I thought actually I was as impressed as in breaking the midfield line to get into pockets, to receive the ball, get turned and play forwards, horrendously talking to the midfield players about that. Really good signs of that today, and his will and demand on himself as a team player as well. He'll continue to grow and mature without a doubt.
So just wondering, two genuine wingers in the side, how much difference that makes to the balance of the side and what you can do?
Yeah, I do like wide players. We're searching for the right mixture. Arnie as well, of course, and Youngie down his history can play there. I've always liked wide players who can play wide, but they have to do a shift. I've made it clear to all of them. That's the way I want the teams to operate. But I do think it's helpful, particularly when we've got the players into the box. If you think of Dom and his aerial prowess, you think of Beto, who continues to learn, Youssef, Duke arriving in the box. It's a good thing to have if you can have people who can deliver. And I think we have got people who can deliver into key areas.
We'll take a couple more here, then we're doing 2 minutes for one.
What's the latest on Idrissa Gueye and how much did his absence affect what?
Yeah, he's got injured in the warm-up. We weren't too much away. He said yesterday it was a bit sore, but we thought he'd be all right. And then once he was in the warm-up, his heel was sore. So I'm going to have to, obviously it's too early yet to see if that's going to be one of them that settles down quickly or not.
And how impressed were you with Amadou and Nana being able to come in at such short notice and do the job?
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the job. That's the job as a footballer. They know the demand. They know there's a group of players here who have a demand on who gets a shirt. And that's the job. Get in there, take your chance. And I thought he was good today. Like I say, both of them, him and Jimmy.
2 minutes outside. Nice, yeah.
Thanks. Cheers, mate.